Hello, good people. Welcome back to our channel. We're so excited to have you again. The PDP Governors Forum has finally come to conclusion, and the communique is out. Don't forget, there were a lot of things lined up for them to discuss. One of the topmost in the list was Fubara's issue, suspension of Fubara, and emergency rule in Rivers State. The issue of coliation also was dealt with. But let me allow you here in detail what they came out with after their meeting in Oyo State.
The PDP Governors Forum held a meeting here in Ibadan on the road of following. 1. Noting the nationwide speculation about the possible merger of political parties, groups, and/or associations, the forum resolved that the PDP will not join any coalition or merger. However, the PDP, as a major opposition party, welcomes any party, persons, or groups that are willing to join it with the view to wresting power and enthroning good leadership in 2027. 2. The forum reiterates its position taken in Asaba on the issue of the national secretary of the party, but in the wake of the Supreme Court judgment, the forum resolved to recommend that the deputy national secretary acts as a national secretary pending the nomination and ratification of a substantive national secretary when the Southeast Zone at NED at its next meeting. 3. The forum reasserts our collective determination to avert the rape of our constitutional democracy, hence the decision of approaching the Supreme Court to give a clear-cut verdict on the interpretation, the provision of the law on the declaration of state of emergency in any state of the Federation. The forum therefore reiterates the solidarity with His Excellency Timilaya Bukura on the ordeal in which his state and people have been plunged into by the declaration of the state of emergency, and we reiterate our commitment to stand with him to the end. Number 4, the forum finds alarming the worsening security situation in the country as evidenced in parts of the country, especially Borno, Plateau, Katsina, and Edo states. The forum calls for the review and reordering of priorities and strategies, including adopting a bottom-up template that guarantees subnational to constitute an effective line of defense against security breaches. While raising the concerns above, we condemn the recent attacks on Plateau State and commiserate with the government of the state, especially those who lost their lands and property during the recent shocks. Number 5, the forum resolved that working in conjunction with the National Working Committee and the NWC and other relevant organs of the party, called a NEC meeting on the 27th of May 2025, constitute a zoning committee that will address all issues relating to zoning of the party offices and hold an early convention in August 2025, precisely on the 28th, 29th, and 30th of August in the ancient city of Kano. Number 6, the forum equally recommends the constitution of the zoning and national convention committees for ratification by NWC and NEC as follows. The zoning committee, made up of Governor of Bayelsa State as chairman, Governor Dauda Lawal as vice chairman, and Governor Caleb Mutwang as secretary, while the national convention committee will be headed by Governor Ahmadu Bintri as chairman, Governor Ademola Adeleke as vice chairman, and Governor Peter Umba as secretary. The forum expressed deep gratitude to the first governor, His Excellency Engineer J. Makinde, the government and people of Oyo State for their unusual and good hospitality to all of us. Thank you very much. Any question? One or two? Two questions? Or three? No question.
All right, welcome back. We've all heard what PDP has got to say, the Governors Forum. My colleague is in the house. What's a take or the standpoint of their members, particularly Atiku Abubakar, going around looking for some sort of merger and coalition to take a snatch away or get away power with from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? And the second question, their standpoint with Fubara and the state of emergency. What's a take?
Well, on the issue of Atiku Abubakar, I know that a lot of people are contesting for that position to be president of Nigeria under the auspices of the People Democratic Party. And right now, their position taken, for me, I seem not to be taking these People Democratic Party Governors Forum very serious, especially on some issues. Now, they have made their points clear that they don't want any coalition. But then, the National Working Committee and every other key stakeholder, what is their position? Because we know that there are a lot of senatorial people, senators, who are from, this same political party, and they also have their own stand. What is the percentage, the strength of Atiku Abubakar in this party also? All of that must be put into consideration, because unfortunately, the People Democratic Party Governors Forum seems not to be so powerful as we think they are. I've seen so many things that they have said, which with time has been overturned and all of that. But what I think one of the things that I want to give it to them is the issue of fighting against, in quote, that word raping of, democracy, that they are standing strongly beside the person of Fubara to make sure that such does not happen. I think I really give it to them there, because if you watch our videos, you're going to see some of the things that they have said about that particular issue, that approaching the Supreme Court, wanting to know what is the judicial stand in respect to the move taken by the president, and the fact that Fubara has been suspended and all of that. So for me, I think they are ready to give it the best fight, getting in for themselves not less than 12 persons to join them in the fight also is quite commendable. And I feel that at the end of the day, judiciary will have to take a stand, because that will go an extra mile in deciding who to look on to, especially when it seems as though the executive are exhibiting some high level of rascality in their pursuit for power and all of that. So for me, I think that Atiku Abubakar, as at now, will have to make a decision whether to leave the People Democratic Party, go to SDP to get a stronger, and formidable force, or whether to, possibly kickstart a new political party. Because I must say that right now the situation on ground demands that coalition. But I think People Democratic Party, what they actually need is come and join us. You can come from SDP and come and join us from other political party, but to say that we are going to change our name as a result of you coming to join us, that is far from being possible.
All right, but some persons believe that the new alliance that Atiku Abubakar has formed with El-Rufai is a case of him, El-Rufai being a place holder in SDP. Peradventure, he doesn't get the presidential ticket in PDP, then he will have to port to SDP to get that particular ticket, which El-Rufai will be keeping for him. But some very strong persons, like the likes of Ibokwe, believes that SDP is actually Bola Tinubu's baby project, brainchild, and whatever you are doing there, when the time is right, he will just collect his brainchild. And so all of that, I wonder how this looks to me like more of a case of checkmate. But whatever the case is, let's go wrap it up. Let's brainstorm in our comment section. What's your take? Do have a nice time. God bless.